show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, you guys. It's another Sunday. Yay! We made it.
Don't you have a clapping sound?
I do. We'll try that again. Welcome to Game Rooms with Coffee Sunday Therapy Show. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, a second round of applause. That's just too much, guys. All right. We appreciate it. We appreciate all that you're doing. So thank you very much. We're glad you're here with us. For all those who have recently subscribed, thank you very much. And for all those who have been a subscriber for many years, we really appreciate you guys. Today, we got some things done. So those of you on the podcast, you're more than welcome to also join us every Sunday, 4 p.m. Central. Barring emergencies, weather or whatnot. We're generally here, and we're also going to be uploading another audio only that is just audio. We went Walk's playing in a minute. Telemachus says greetings all. Hello, Telemachus.
You're not getting under my desk.
How are you? Hopefully you're doing good. So
All right, watch out.
awesome. Nice to see you here, man. We did go to the coffee shop today with Clint to figure out some Legion Imperialis. Ashley's is done. Ours is done. Clint's is mostly done. He's done some really awesome work on the terrain buildings that he's got and the tiles that he got. So, really nice. Ashley figured out what she could have, so we'll just keep that as a surprise.
No, back up.
So, you know, sorry, we have to figure something out with that. But, anywho, it was fun, and there will be an audio only of just that going up to Podbean and the other places. So, hopefully you guys enjoy that, and we appreciate it. So, are you checking? Do you want to ask you to check there?
Yes.
Alrighty.
Lay down.
So, as you can see behind us, a bunch of stuff we took over there today to the coffee store, and this Legion Imperialis, man, it looks like it's going to be some fun. A lot simpler than straight up 40K. Charles says hello. He was trying to watch on the tablet, but he's watching on the phone. What happened to the tablet? It should go through on the tablet pretty good, I would imagine. Or I think so. But I'm glad that you're watching, Charles, either way.
We appreciate you every week, Charles.
Yeah, you're always... Charles is everywhere, so is Telemachus. They're always supporting everybody. It doesn't matter what live stream you go to for the most part. So that's very commendable of you guys. We appreciate it, and so do the other guys too. So, but Ashley here is doing some thinking on what she can try to add to her force with. And I don't know. We'll see. Looks like it's going to be a pretty good deal. Like I said, we spent, I don't know, what did we spend down there? About 2 hours a day?
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours.
Yeah.
The podcast will be about an hour or so.
Yeah, because someone forgot to hit
YouTube
record
is
button.
gotcha. It seems like every time I try it says no. So I got to shut the tablet down and reopen it. Then it's okay. Wow. Yeah, maybe they're having issues.
That doesn't surprise me.
Maybe California is taxing every second of your internet.
That sounds more
I mean,
like
since they want to tax you guys on mileage, it's like that wouldn't fly out here. So maybe they're trying to tax you on how much internet you use too, because it's not good enough that you pay for it already. I don't know, Charles. It's got to be something weird. What are you doing there, Ash?
I'm going to paint Hank.
Ashley is going to be working on more Fallout miniatures, which I started too last night. One of the Raiders. Unfortunately,
Operators, you mean?
oh wait,
You have operators, not
I
raiders.
have operators. Dang, you have Raiders?
Well, I mean, mine's
wait.
called the pack, so yeah.
Oh, yours is the pack, yeah.
No, ma'am.
So,
There's nothing up here for you. Quit.
yeah.
Okay.
So, well, there. We're
Go.
going to send the doggy out because she's just getting to be out of hand. And I apologize. We're going to have to figure out something to do with her during the shows. She pushed the door open. No, I don't know where she's going now. She better not try to chew on my games, Telemachus. She tried chewing on my oak and iron game box. Chewed the corner out of it. And on some of Ashley's little miniatures, then she chewed one of those up the other day. Literally pulled it off her desk and chewed up one of her pieces out of that Legion Imperialis box that I bought her. So I guess the dog is a plastic addict too, except for she's chewing on it. But hopefully she can find a sprue on eBay or something and replace it, because man, it kind of sucks when the dog does that. I mean, you've all heard of dogs eating homework, but this is a little bit different.
That went a little too far.
That went too far, yeah. Charles says his stepson's paying for the internet and he's working on repairing some old skill. Yeah, I seen your tank there.
Look good, Charles.
I thumbed up that. Looks good. You said it was like 45 years old. The model looks really good. She's nervous on camera. Telemachus says. Yeah, I don't know. The problem is, I think, is when we come back in here, she views it as, oh,
it's playtime.
they're sitting down, so now I can play. And unfortunately, I can't have her disrupting our show, all the time, because it's not good. Not a good thing. We'll try to figure out what's going on there. What you got over there?
King Tornadoes.
Yeah, how many?
2.
Nice. Nope. Maybe it's time.
There's nothing for you. Let's go find you a bone. Come on.
Let's
go find you a bone.
Stick her in the kennel then.
Oh yeah, that's gonna fly. Come on. Let's go find you a bone.
King Tigers always look good, Charles said. Yeah, she does get nervous, Telemachus. She's at 5 months old, even though she's huge, and she's of course chewing on everything. And she's very clingy, so when you go to leave, she gets that old pouty face going and is like, so I don't know. But I don't want her disrupting the show every couple seconds, barking and stuff. So she's gonna have to learn. So maybe she'll sit in the kennel out there, get bored, quit barking and hooping and hollering.
Down her antler. There you go. Chew your antler.
Maybe.
We'll see how long that lasts.
See what that does for her. So,
Oop, wrong one.
Ashley's getting ready to paint Hank there. I guess we could send you a thing and you can get to put it on the camera if you want. I can give something else for. Oh yeah, you gotta plug it into yours. So we'll do that so you can see. I really dislike this not being able to add the camera.
Did you say hi to Yo 7?
I didn't see.
It just popped up.
There it goes. Hello, Yo7. He says, hello, folks, trying to get through the ignored weekend laundry. Hey, that happens to us, too. Sometimes you're like, we ignored things, and then you got to catch up on it. But it's really not fair. You work all week long, and you got to basically try to recover Saturday. Then you got to get stuff done Sunday or whatever, and then it's back to work again. So it's very difficult to get rested and get get going with the weekend. But hopefully you're having a good weekend. We spent a couple hours today at this coffee shop with Clint and recorded a bunch of audio that'll go up on the podcast. So that'll work. Like I said, Podbean is a good place to get it. It's a free app on the App Store, Google Play, and it'll help. It's pretty free. But we're also on all the other places too. So even Audible, if you want to listen to us in your time. But we thought the podcast would be better to do than a live, because it's something you guys can sit and listen to while you're doing other things, regardless. And sometimes the live's just hard to catch. People are busy. That's why Ashley right here is working on
some of the Fallout, guys.
Oh, look at this. I can send it to Gmail, it looks like.
I think we sent it through Facebook last time.
Yeah, let's see. This will be to... There you go. There. I sent a link for you to get the camera there. And there, it's off. Charles says he went through all of his spare parts to see what's good or junk. Well, I mean, a lot of this stuff can be saved, right? And some of it's not. And some, us as hobbyists, we do have a difficulty wanting to not throw away spare parts. We might need this, we might need that. When really...
Hey, now, I still have the original tank spare parts.
Yes, now the barrels and a few things that we saved, we ended up using, but there's a whole lot of scraps in a box that Ashley's never going to use. I mean, she's just never going to use them. But she won't throw them away, but they're never going to get used.
I used one.
One out of hundreds of pieces.
Doesn't matter, I tried. You're going to have to get ready to mute me.
What? Where are you? Okay.
Let me shut off all
you are muted.
Okay, am I so? Nope.
Oh, wait. Hold on. There.
I just shut off everything here, too.
Okay. Sorry about that. Again, EView Mucks, you guys have a decent service, but sadly, you do not have the ability to add an extra camera unless you want to force people to pay far more than what it's worth. So, we're stuck with this for now, but
that's
it's
not going to show any light.
Working faster than Restream. So
blind.
So there you go. Yep, got your coffee, ready to go.
And I probably shouldn't have put it where I usually do, because that's usually where I put my paint cleaner.
No, you don't want to do that.
I've done it. I have used my coffee as a cleaner. Unfortunately,
all week I have not gotten any further on painting Maximus. He's still...
How much left do you have of Maximus?
Well, I mean, he needs all...
Why does he have white hands?
They're not painted, they're actually...
Oh.
You're looking at it in the wrong light, so if you'd actually look at it...
Oh, they're not painted,
not
okay.
Painted.
Like, why does he have white hands?
The hands have gloves on it, part of the uniform anyway, so... The uniform needs touched up. When it dried, it didn't dry very well.
Where's that, yellow?
Or
tan, I mean.
This?
Yes.
That's not tan, it's Dune Sea. Dune Sea.
And that's...
Star Wars Dune Sea, yeah.
And that's... Nope, that's the airbrush. Where's my other black?
I don't know.
And that's...
You have a brand new bottle of it over there.
Oh, I know. Yellow.
You separated all your parts, vehicles, miniatures, and aircraft. There you go, Charles. There's it gets to a point where you realize you've accumulated a lot, and you may or may not get to something, and before you know it, 10 years has gone by, and you haven't gotten back to this thing. So,
You gotta shake this. It's gonna get loud.
what? Just gonna shake the paint?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a little bit loud.
This one off.
Your camera didn't go off. It's on.
There.
It's on. Your camera's on.
Oh, I meant my monitor.
Oh, monitor. Okay, let's say the camera didn't go off.
Let's start with this.
Yeah, unfortunately, you'll end up with a lot of things you may or may not be able to use. Henceforth, as you guys know, last year we kind of cut some of our stuff down.
Do you have my skin tone?
This
Let me see. Yes.
is not yours.
It's mine.
No.
Yes, I
No.
predominantly paint.
No.
Let's ask
So-
them. Who do you see painting more, me or Greg?
That's because somebody's
Right
got to
here.
run the show.
Get it. Get your bone.
So, anywho, what do you do? Oh, that's Hank.
It's Hank.
Yeah.
Hank McLean.
Hank McLean. Gotta paint him the Vault Tech color on that one. But yeah, it's been a pretty decent week. So, and I'm happy with today. We got quite a bit accomplished today as far as getting down rules, getting things figured out, and the rule system's better. It's easier.
I'll say it seems like it's gonna be pretty easy.
Yeah, it's like kind of like Kill Team.
Kinda, a little bit.
Kind of not so cumbersome as, because GW likes to make things very cumbersome rule wise, but it's not very cumbersome. Seems to be okay. I think it's going to be pretty quick, and to the point I think it's like 6 rounds or something like that too.
Yeah, it's not a very
So
long.
they kind of base it that way. The only drawback is just like anything else, you got to have the time to get into it, and
I think the first couple games we do are going to take a lot longer because we're still learning them.
yeah, I think I'd like to do one before we do a live one or a record one, because it's going to be an interesting time to try to do stuff. However,
it's going to be a lot of back and forth.
yeah, for sure, until we get to know it. But the value of the game, I think, is pretty cool. It's way more value than what you're going to be able to. You just can't buy the same stuff. And I mean, you have to have a lot of money if you're going to buy everything I got in that box at full price. For the full scale, it's going to be a whole lot of money. So, other than that, I think pretty good. Don't have tons of news this week at all, really. It's been kind of a slow week for us, so. But, they got the new Custodes box set that Mythos was talking about the other night. They got their tank on there. But I found out that set's not $250, it's like $310.
Yeah, that's an expensive set.
So that's expensive, and I hope that they kind of cut the price hikes down a bit, but be interesting to see with oil the way it is and it being the basis of a lot of this plastic and resin and stuff. We'll have to see where it stops going up too, because I don't know about you guys, but our fuel is starting to go up. And I know other states it's already gone up considerably, although those states tend to do that anyways. But
yeah, on the Voltec uniform, is it black shoes? Black boots? Do you
I
remember?
think so. Their uniform's blue.
The uniform's blue and then black boots.
I think so, yeah. I think so. We'll have to wait for season 3 too.
Oh, I know. I'm dying for that.
Ashley's been playing Fallout 3, right?
Yeah.
Quite extensively in the evenings, so it's
I'm stuck
Forgot
kind of
how
where I'm at
grainy it
because
is.
of.
it's very grainy though. The game. It's
It
very
was a
grainy.
360 game.
I know.
So-
Looking at it, it's like, wow.
You get what you pay for.
Charles says gas is up close to $1. Up. What is the average gas for you there, Charles, in your area? I see some areas in California it's over $8.
Well, him being in
People
San
have been
Diego
sending
area.
screenshots in, so yeah. And you're in a kind of quote tourist area, so I don't know what that would be. San Diego seems to be a destination.
Well, it's right by the ocean.
Well, yeah.
You got SeaWorld, you got a couple of the bases down over there.
Well, for us, this week is going to be a concentration on knocking out these Warhammer models too, because we'd like to get the game done and get the buildings and the kit need to be put together. Although I've got to buy some more storage stuff. 'Cause I'm out of totes. Like, I'm out of totes to store things. Charles knows how that goes. I'm sure Telemachus and the rest of you. It's just after a while you're like, I don't have the totes. I don't have the space to store it. What you doing?
Don't let her go in and out.
Oh. Prop the door open.
Yep.
She's
This isn't candy. This is paint and it's mommy's.
Go on! She tried to eat paint already, so. Unfortunately. $5 out in the country, downtown, probably way more. Yeah, it's. I seen some people sending in screenshots of gas stations with it over $8 a gallon. So out here, it's not that bad. It's gone from like it was hovering like around $2.20, and it's up to. It's gone up though to like $3.40, $4 for premium. So it's jumped a lot out here when before we weren't really paying much for gas. Not comparatively, you know, so. But don't worry. All the oil execs are still making their money. It's just us people, they got to pay the price on all this stuff. And then, of course, that ups delivery prices, right? Which means getting your games cost more, a little bit more. The store charges a little bit more. I noticed our local game store, though, has gotten to be where he's getting kind of expensive. Like some of the models that I see on online Game Workshop prices that are like $150, he's got for $170 in the store. So you can literally order it, save $20 right there, and with Amazon's free delivery. So I try to support the stores as much as I can, but if I'm going to save $20, that's a significant thing.
It's a quarter of the way.
Yeah, if I was only a $5 or so difference, that's okay. I'll go to the store and buy it there. But when you're looking at $20 or plus or more, then yeah, I'm gonna order it online just because it's less money. But then again, it's hard on the stores too, because all this is going to affect their things. We did today swing by after we left the coffee shop and had them put an order for 2 of the sets of cards, like your battle cards, data cards, for this. One for her and one for me. It just makes it easier than thumbing through the books. So those will be in, I think, in a week or so.
At least maybe Thursday, but he doesn't
Yeah.
think so.
Well, whenever his next delivery is from the vendor. But so it takes a little longer, but we got some stuff ordered from the local store today, so about the same price as online. So give him our money for that. That works out for him and for us, so makes a big difference there. So you got quite a bit of blue in there for...
That's his whole uniform.
I know, I meant in the paint tray.
Well, it kind of...
went out too much.
Yeah. Then this is an air paint, too.
Oh.
We don't have an actual thick blue, so...
It's more like the color. Sometimes the air paint, when you brush it on, you got to redo it again. Because it's thin.
You know how to do it.
The hardest thing is to reattach broken off wheels. I'm assuming you're talking about your models there, Charles. The upside is Gorilla Glue works very well. A little bit of the clear, like 4 plastic Gorilla Glue, that works great. Get a little bottle of it and that'll do just about anything. Oh man, it's been a long week. So I don't know there.
I'm trying to make sure I don't block the camera with my head.
We can't really see because it's upside down. There you go. That's okay. Alright. Just a second here. I'm going to leave you in charge for a minute, Ash.
Are you going to run out and grab a cup of coffee?
Huh?
Can you make me another cup of coffee?
You want me to? I can.
So, what is everyone basically doing? I know Charles is doing some more painting. What's everyone else doing? Any new games being bought or models being painted, built? Anything new going on? Any news you've heard? Anything like that? Da-da-da-da-da. There we go. Oh, no. We don't got too many people on today. Now I gotta bring up a picture of the uniform. Now I can't remember what the Volt Tech uniform looked like.
You got the 33 on the back.
I know that.
There's your coffee.
Thank you. Hot coffee.
Watch out, Beth.
Voltec suit. Okay, so that is gold. Oh, there's a bunch of different ones, I guess. But, okay, that's gold. The belt's gold. The rim. This is 111. Which is actually the one that you play in on, no, your Volt 101 up on 3.
Except Hank came from Vault 33.
Hank came from Vault 31.
Or 31, yeah. Sorry.
Oh, shoot.
No, he originally was at 33, didn't he? And they
he was in 31.
Yeah, okay.
Because that's where all the Voltec actual, like, managers and stuff were from. Because his son found out that and found his dad's actual Volt. Shoot, I painted that wrong. Well, damn. Okay. It's okay. At least it's black. I paint over it.
Telemachus. It's 59 degrees with a chance of thunderstorms. It's 52 here with a chance of cold. It's going to be...
Oh, like, I say my computer says it's 45 right now.
Oh, is it dropped already? It's getting down to 30s tonight.
Yeah, it's supposed to be... Well, in the morning it's going to be 36, but feels like 32.
That's why you have to have
or 22, I mean.
Your heater on to protect your paints and your miniatures, right? To keep them going. Make sure they don't get, the paint don't get ruined. So yeah, it's, getting those Fallout figures done will help. Like we said, the other figures are all done on the Legion stuff, so we just gotta basically just kind of waiting on Clint a little bit to throw down a game, but we won't wait too terribly long. We'll have to figure something out too to make sure it's going good for everybody. For us. And then Keegan, I know, wants to play too, so that should help.
Keegan, you gotta get your miniatures painted.
Yeah, but I think he's working so much lately, he doesn't have time for anything.
Well, make time or have someone paint them for him.
Oh, there you go. So you could go paint them for him.
Not for free.
Well.
Commissioned out, maybe.
Commission them out. Yeah.
$170 on Paint Your Figures.
It'll probably be cheaper. And a lot of these people are online that are doing...
No, they don't get a tie-in.
offering commission work. I'm looking at some of them going, no. That's not commission-worthy work. And then they're just charging obscene prices, so, you know.
Enough to get a tie-in, yeah. There we go.
Yeah, it used to be you could just have, if you wanted to have people do it, they would paint for you fairly reasonable, but now everybody wants exorbitant amounts of money to paint.
For crap work,
yeah. And a lot of the work that I've seen, don't get me wrong, there's some stuff that's super nice work, but it's not worth $500 to paint one figure. I mean, you know.
Well, I did that commission work for Modeling for Advantage, and I think I only charged him $100. And
did a whole set though.
Yeah, it was the whole box set. Built it, and then I paid for sending it back to him.
So that wasn't. Yeah, some of it's just getting to be out of hand. So painting your own models, anyways, it's putting yourself into the game. I kind of like that. I like the fact that I did it. I painted it and I got it. When you put it on a table and filled it, it's part of you in the game.
Well, it's got my blood in it.
What? How?
I built them for you because I was bored. Because I hadn't gotten mine.
Because you cut your finger or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Charles says it's 80 degrees now and 57 tonight. Yeah, it's going to be 32, I think, tonight and then tomorrow. No, in the morning it's supposed to be...
It's 32, but it's going to feel like 22.
Which I don't understand. All I know is it'll just be cold when I go to work in the morning.
But there's no rain or snow in the forecast.
Which was funny because yesterday it was 82 degrees here. Very warm. Nice breeze, nice day.
It was like 65 or something like that last
4
night.
days before that, though, it was snowing and I was plowing, so I don't know. It's certainly not. Yeah, Telemachus, I like that. He said that's not blood, it's pigment.
There you go.
Nah, it's not. That's a good way to look at it, sir. I like how your mind works there, Telemachus. It always comes up with something interesting and good at the same time. A little bit of thinking on that one. Pigment. There you go. So it's not blood for the blood gods. It's pigment.
Which I do have to show off Lucy.
Well, go ahead and do that real quick for a second.
I'm kind of in the middle of painting his hand.
Oh, you're in the middle of doing his hand? Well, don't stop then.
No, because I have to try to cover this black that I ended up getting on the hand part. So I'm going to have to put another coat on his palm.
Yeah, but that's the nice thing about painting the models. If you make a mistake, just repaint it. I mean, when I first started painting, I used to get really stressed, and then I just don't.
I do have to paint the rim of her base stuff.
Telemachus says his mind is a scary, scary place.
So is Greg's, Telemachus.
Sometimes, but it's just...
All right, don't judge my base. I haven't finished the base completely. I still have to do the outline of her.
It's a little blurry on that camera, but not much you can do about it.
I'm trying. But we'll get an actual picture of it. Greg said there's too much blood, but the scene was bloody.
Well, you got it on her dress there.
That's where she got stabbed.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, this is the wedding night one. So I still got it. I'm just going to paint this black just as like a all the way around.
Yeah.
So, but yep.
Those bases for the Fallout miniatures are super detailed. So if you're going to paint them, bear in mind them bases are going to need some attention to detail. For instance, Maximus here looks like he's staying on railroad tracks. So you got the wood going across, dirt in between the wood slats, and then your metal railroad track parts. So you've got quite a bit going on the base on this one, and it's just going to take a lot of detail to do the base. So sometimes the plain, just smooth, standard bases are nice. Speaking of that, Clint did really well on his bases that he got. He's doing like a kind of a marbled look effect to all the bases, and it's interesting. It looks pretty good too.
I'll just knock this base out real quick.
Yeah, and Ashley thought he did good work, even though he ended up with the Death Guard, and she wanted to be the Death Guard.
I am pissed about that. It's an interesting color scheme he picked for the Death Guard. I would have went with the Death Guard greens, but he did like a tan color.
Yeah, like a...
I don't remember what he said color he used, but it was like a tannish, not orange, but...
Charles says, everyone's gone, so dinner for one. But that means then that you don't got to worry about nobody eating your food either, Charles. And sometimes if everybody's gone, it gives you a little bit of a break, a little bit of peace of mind there.
I even put, so this is like a milk container or water container. I even made like a custom watercolor, and it looked like it spilt. It's at least what it looked like. I might be wrong.
That works. Ashley's pretty good about mixing up paints and doing custom colors.
My only problem
I don't really do any.
is when you either run out or you stop and then it dries and you have to try to remember which one it was.
Yeah.
So if I ever do a custom color, it's going to be, I have to finish all of them if it's going to be the same color throughout the whole thing. I will have to finish that color throughout the whole thing and hope I do not mess up.
That's all you can do.
Colors around it.
Color around it?
So what I used to do, Greg found, I don't have them anymore, but they were like little itty bitty bottles. I would custom colors, like when it was with Josh's, what the hell are they? Skyrim guys.
The Skyrim?
Yeah. All those little itty bitty, like, shaker bottles, the drippers.
Yeah.
You bought me? I made a whole bunch and...
I bought you a bag of those.
Yeah, it was like 100 of them or something like that.
You should have extra ones.
Nope, I don't have any more of those.
You used all those? Oh, wow.
But I made my own colors, and then I tried writing, like, on the bottle what I did. Yep, nope, that didn't work.
That didn't work so well.
So it's like I'm going to have to, like, label the bottles somehow, or get more. Label the bottles, like, with 1, 2, 3, or whatever kind of thing. Put a piece of tape over it so it doesn't wear off, and then write in a book of, you know, okay, number 1 is 4 drops of black and 3 drops of whatever to make that color kind of thing.
Well, the problem with that would be is unless you can specifically recreate it and you made a little bit of paint, however, it does not, you know what I mean, it's not going to look the same every single time. So, because you're trying to recreate it exactly, and that's where it tends to have a problem there.
But if you get close to, I mean, when you're doing like a matching group, you can't really, it's hard to, you know, if you do that. But like, so say I paint all these pack right here, that's all the new faction ones, say like this purple color,
Yeah.
and then we end up getting more of them, and I use the same scheme. So if I do 4 drops of red and 3 drops of blue, then, you know, you can get close enough to it if you try to follow the same kind of concept. But when you use Citadel colors, it's kind of hard to match, because Citadel, you have the pots. So it's kind of hard to go and actually get that right consistency, tone, whatever you want to call it.
Well, I mean, you've got...
I mean, we do have that little weight container, or the weight scale. You do it by weight. Put like your tray.
I don't know. I mean, I just
up on it and zero it, and then you put, you know, a little bit of the, say, Citadel. What is this one? Gold or whatever, and then I want to put this green. You do it by weight, then you should get it pretty close to.
You could try. I just noticed that when you try to recreate the same exact color, it tends to not come out exactly the same. I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm pretty sure there's people that do it. I'm just saying it doesn't tend to work for me so well like that. So.
Hey, but you only use the Space Marine blue.
It's picking on me.
You know I love you. I'm not saying you're not a bad painter. You just like using that Citadel blue.
I have Space Marines. That's what you paint them. Ultramarines. They're blue. So there's not really another color.
You did it with the one-page rules guys, too.
What do you mean?
Where was the Citadel color? No, they wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
No, you used the green.
I used
the Russian green.
Yeah, a Russian green, and it was Vallejo, not
Citadel.
Not Citadel.
I take that back. I was mistaken. You used a different color on that one.
Okay. As long as you take it back, then you know. then you know. Sometimes trying to reason doesn't work, you know. Doesn't work.
He has brown hair, right?
Hank is kind of...
I thought it was brown hair.
Yeah, brownish hair with a little bit of gray in it.
I'm not worried about that.
But mostly brownish, yeah. So if you're going to paint it, paint that color. Now Lucy, it's interesting. She looked like she had black hair.
But it's actually not. It's a blonde.
It's a dark brown, yeah.
No.
But
so I looked it up. So her hair is actually supposed to be blonde. But depending on the shadowing, where she is either black to or brown to black.
say it looked to me like it was all black hair.
Oh, that's not a good picture of it.
Yeah, it's basically brown. Basically brown.
I mean, that's the picture, basically, of kind of what this one is.
Yeah, so just kind of copy the way they do their uniforms and go from there.
That would be a cool one, where he's in the suit. See, but his hair looks almost white there.
That's because he's standing under that light, too.
So his hair is brown there.
Well, that's the younger version of him, too.
Right. So his hair is brown. Okay. Uh-oh.
Ash is trying to get a good picture of him. I mean...
I want a decent picture.
Yeah.
Where it does actually show. Yeah, it's more, it's salt, it's brown, but it has salt in it, or salt and pepper, or whatever it's called.
I just painted the best you could is all you can do.
Put some silver in it, or yeah, that's probably what I'll end up doing.
I don't know. It was a good show, though, so...
I actually enjoyed it. I didn't want it to stop. Yeah, that's what I'll probably do, is just put some white streaks in it. Paint it brown, then white streaks.
Either way, it'll come out good.
We do need to get the other box.
Yeah, I know.
Because the ghoul's mine, and so is dog meat.
But you didn't even know about the box until I found it. I found it.
Mine? Shit.
I found it. So you...
Declined.
Decline. I was wanting to paint the ghoul.
I don't care. I paint better. I will do it.
Wow. With that, I guess I should just turn the show over to your new host here.
Babe, we've already gone over this. If it is military, you do a great job. Fantasy, you do crap.
Those elves came out awesome, a lot of people said.
They did.
Dwarves
good job.
or whatever they are.
You did good.
Yeah. She likes to be sarcastic.
Yeah, and?
I don't know. Well...
Just stick with, like, the army stuff, babe.
That's what I've been trying to do.
You do excellent work with all the military kind of stuff. Be fantasy to me.
Pardon me, long day. Well, I'll stick with what I know, I guess.
That's why I love building models. That's why I have no problem. Like, I built your Horse Heresy guys
I know you
while you were at work.
Building them, but so do I. But if you're going to volunteer to build them, then sure.
Well, I wasn't working until late, so that's why I just figured I'll just knock them out. I had them all built in, what, like a day and a half, because I had to go into work?
You got quite a few models in the box for the price.
Yeah, that was a shock when I started actually building. It's like, oh, wow. Because I'm thinking, okay, 9 sprues. There's no way you're getting 150 models. Nope, it is once you get into it.
Well, there's a lot more in the box than it looked. And even though they're small, they do take more time. I mean, unless you're just base coating something one color and throwing a wash on it, there's obviously things that need to be done. So it takes a bit of time. It does.
Honestly, I had all mine built in, 2 days?
Yeah, you had the time to sit there and do it, though.
And then it took me, because I picked a scheme that did not go fast.
Yeah, but it came out looking really good, so that's even better.
I kind of don't want to put any white in his hair. I did a good job. I like that dark brown.
Well, just leave it alone.
No, because he's older. I gotta have
It's for the game.
salt and pepper. Because then it could be anyone.
It's just for the game, no, Ash, so it's okay.
Yeah, that's not how I work. You know that.
Mm-hmm. Well, Ashley's going to concentrate on painting here. Really, this show's a little bit short just because we don't have a whole lot. We didn't line up a whole lot this time. We spent quite a bit of the day, like I said earlier, at the coffee shop getting things done. And
should I do like a silver, you guys, or a white? Just putting some streaks in. Oh, what is everyone saying real quick? Which one should I do? Because I got white and I got silver.
Well, what do you think she should do, you guys? White or silver? We'll give them a couple seconds to do that, and then I think...
Oh, shit. Not too much.
I don't know. I wouldn't do the white. I think you could kind of dry brush it.
I don't know if I want to do dry brush. I think I'm just going to do... Because you can see some of like the hair lines. I think I'm just going to kind of pull that white through or silver through, depending on which one people say.
Charles says white. He says white. Do it white. Do it white. She'll probably do that then. Looking pretty good so far. So far, so good. Looks like our answer is white there. So we'll go
I guess
with
it'll be
that.
white it is. There's a random sunflower on here.
That's funny. Right, you guys. I think we'll go ahead and call it a little bit early tonight. Kind of don't have a whole lot left. And it's...
Then we gotta figure out something for
It's just been a long week, too. So it is always great to see you guys at the end of the week here. It helps the beginning of next week. I mean that when I say it. And so we greatly appreciate it. But for now, we're going to let you guys go. If you wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up button, we'd appreciate it. And we do thank you guys for stopping by. So you guys have a good rest of your evening there.